Guys, Mons here. On this episode about the Mons, we're going to be looking at the West Ham versus Manchester United game from last night. I'm just going to give a quick reaction and review to the game. Just before I get started, if you're on my channel and you haven't subscribed, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much. And if you're already subscribed, I do appreciate all the support. So let me just get started. With my reaction and review videos, they're always very, very short. Just get to the point straight away. So I'm just going to get started now. So in terms of this game, I was very confident going into the game. I did feel like Manchester United were going to win this game. However, like I said in my preview, you look at West Ham, they're a sneakily good team. The way Nuno has them defending, very, very compact. They're very, very hard to play against. And you know what West Ham was going to be against a bigger team, especially the way Manchester United have been playing the last couple of weeks. Sit back and defend. In hindsight, looking back on it, it's a decent point. The atmosphere in the stadium was absolutely fantastic, honestly, especially when West Ham went 1-0 up. It felt like the walls were closing on the Manchester United player. But the Manchester United player reacted very, very well. They showed some balls, some cojones to stand up to the crowd and to get back level, in my opinion. So, in this game, like I said, West Ham sat back very, very deep. That was just to be expected. So, I felt that the start going to the game, I felt the starting lineup should have included Sesko because we needed a bit more box presence. So, when Big Benjamin came on, when we 1-0 down, we looked a little bit more threatening in this game. However, the front three of Ahmad, Mbeumo, and then Konya didn't work very, very well, especially the first half. There was no nice combination play we've seen them play in the last couple of weeks, simply because West Ham were very, very deep. There was no chance of a speedy counter-attack whatsoever in this game. And also just a quick thing on Ahmad. I'm a huge Ahmad fan, big Ahmad Diallo advocate. However, he needs to add more goals and assists into this game. Whenever I see him play, he gets in brilliant positions, but his end ball, final product is very, very poor. I think he needs to add more goals and assists into his game. If you want to be a top winger, a top attacker, all those top players always add goals and assists into their games. You can get into the good position you want. If there's no end product, you're at nothing. Look on Bruno, for example. It was horrible yesterday. However, he got an assist for the goal. It's very, very similar to the way Mo Salah plays, especially in the last couple of years. Mo Salah could have an absolute disaster class. However, he's always going to cover it up with a goal and an assist. Shaw was absolutely shocking for the Manchester United goal. From a young age, from underage football, you're taught as a defender not to let the ball bounce. You meet the ball at first contact. You don't let it bounce, then try and win it, because then it gives the attacker more chance to try and win the ball. And that's exactly how West Ham got their goal. Shaw let the ball bounce, and then the attacker got the ball from West Ham. Jared Brown crossed the ball into the box, and Susek scored a fantastic goal, running off the blind side of Martinez and Menu. And just a quick note on Menu. Menu was absolutely brilliant as well. No criticism whatsoever for him. It was absolutely fantastic. It's a shame it's a shame that he hasn't played more for us this season. He's a brilliant, brilliant player. His ball for Casemiro disallowed goal was absolutely on the money. Only if Casemiro time is running a little bit better. When Manchester United went 1-0 down, I felt we looked a bit more proactive. Carrick made a couple of substitutions. He brought on Lenny Yoro, and thank goodness he did, because Lenny Yoro made two last-ditch defensive play to save us from going 2-0 down before we even got the equaliser. It was absolutely fantastic. When you see Lenny Yoro play like that, you understand why we bought him for that amount of money, and it reminds you a lot of a young Rio Ferdinand playing. When I used to watch Rio Ferdinand. Obviously, Carrick brought Big Benjamin. We had a lot more presence attacking. But with Big Benjamin, he's very, very finesse. He's more of a finesse type of player. I wanted to be aggressive. Brother, you're 6'5". There's no way you should be a finesse player. You should be an aggressive player, run around. Defenders are going to be absolutely terrified of you. You have great physicality. You're 6'5". You can jump as high as anyone. You can kick the ball hard. Just be a bit more aggressive, and I think you'll score a lot more goals. And the narrative out there for that Big Benjamin as a report for Manchester United is absolutely completely farce, because I think he has 7 goals so far, 8 goals in our competition. However, if I was imagine 80 to 85% of the games he's come off the bench. If he starts more, especially this season with Michael Carrick, I think he's good for 15 plus goals. That's what I'm putting on him this season. I think he's going to get 15 plus goals if he starts from now to the end of the season, the majority of the game we play. Because overall, it's a good point in hindsight. That's 13 points from the possible 15 points in the last 5 games. That's okay. That's fantastic, actually. No, okay, that's fantastic. Especially considering the way we started the season. I think now we're level of point with Chelsea, maybe a point above Chelsea if we're in 4th place. And I think we could be, 3 or 4 points behind Aston Villa as well. For me, I don't care if we finish 3rd or 4th or 5th. Once we get in that Champions League position, I'm going to be very, very happy. That's pretty much it. Just a quick review. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much. And if you have any comment below on how the game went, please leave a comment below as well. Thank you very much. Peace out.